Hi Libra, here's a general look at your solar chart for November 2010. Now, with Saturn in your sun sign, over this next 2 years, you will be getting to grips with restructuring things in a way which mirrors more authentically where you are at your emotional roots, but also what your physical limitations are. You're going to become more aware of that too. This is an extended period of getting to know yourself and your needs and your boundaries better, but also not just the limitations and the boundaries, the scope that you've got, and the emotional and material bedrock which you need for a more balanced existence. There's no rush. You've got more than 2 years to complete this process, but by the end of it, you should know yourself, what you need, a lot better, and have found out how strong you are as you will have built a lifestyle and perhaps made different choices over that time, choices which serve you better, and perhaps created externally a new physical foundation for yourself, but also within yourself, within your actual physical, and just getting more real about things. And that will be the result of true grit and perseverance by the end of it. A practical time is in store in November, sorting things out related to basic material security. So maybe the focus for you is on finances or buying and selling, perhaps acquiring something big or small, but at the moment you want to be proactive there to protect or maintain what you've already established or capitalize on an asset, whether it is one of your talents or whether it's an actual physical object. It may also be time for some physical TLC, for looking at the diet, exercise, that kind of thing, making better choices there. Altogether, a different mental approach, in some way seeking to improve your comfort zone externally as well, so things are more comfortable, easier for you. Mars is energizing anything around communications at the moment, so your head will probably be full of plans or schedules, and you'll be playing with ideas at the moment, bouncing ideas off others, maybe having more questions than answers. But also Mars can have its off moments, and you can come across a little bit too strong, maybe a bit critical, maybe a bit argumentative. Sometimes discussions can get a little heated, but at least, at the maximum, a brief squall can help clear the air. Also, Mars in this area is great for educational activities, also for gathering information, getting clued up on something, boned up on something. Creative self-expression is also very emphasized with Mars where it is at the moment. And also you could physically be running around more. Being a bit impatient whilst driving isn't a good idea though, because this Mars energy is very impulsive at times. So just watch that. In your interaction with others, you may have to tone down your urge to be forceful, be, just a little bit over the top in what you say or maybe what you write, because, you're just kind of in a high gear mentally. But also you yourself, could find that energy turning around and boomeranging back on you, and you tend to take things more personally just at the moment. Until early next year, Jupiter is helping you to derive more fulfillment from your daily work, potentially, or helping you to get work. Potentially, you should be enjoying more the company of those you're working with. And if you are looking for work, then possibly potential employers will tend to judge you on your merits and ultimately be very pleased with your performance. Also, you're likely to get people working for you, maybe providing service for you that you'll be very pleased with, but you've got to reach out for that. There's likely to be improved working conditions and more social interaction there, and maybe you will be adding a new string or two to your bow along the way. Also, this Jupiter vibration could also translate into consequent improvements in health. But you need to be open there. You need to be open to the alternative, the complementary, the strange, the unusual. In fact, it's highly likely you will do better financially or in other material, practical ways until early next year. This month, there's likely to be a bit of a go slow up until the 18th in that regard. And then after the 18th, things start to run along more smoothly. And it's possible that you and a partner could be teaming up together to fill the piggy bank, or maybe you're both pooling your talents or enjoying the fruits of what you've acquired, or maybe something that you know, both of you want to get your hands on. Through collaborations, you could be bringing in the cash and therefore more able to stabilize resources. So you kind of need an ally there. You kind of need help there to fill the piggy bank, you see. It could be somebody you know or somebody that you go out and find who's going to really, you know, turn that thing into cash for you. Others are more likely to pay you for doing something that you enjoy, though, at the moment, or at least you could get more space, you know, physical, material space in your life to play around with your own ideas, maybe in a kind of more relaxing sort of environment, because there's likely to be improvements to your comfort zone. From the 9th, you could be feeling more articulate, which is a good thing, as you could be dealing with more correspondence, paperwork, be busier with those who demand more of a mental focus from you. Maybe it's a negotiation sort of situation, possibly. That will be in particular between the 19th and 21st, but that's really from the 9th onwards, although it does pick up speed just then. You may be gathering information for yourself or someone else, or mapping out a strategy, looking at schedules, making new contacts. Media of all kinds will be highlighted from the 9th as well. Avoid getting distracted, though, as there may be a welter of information coming at you, or new influences coming at you, and it can make you a bit sort of nervy. From the 22nd, an interesting social environment is likely when you'll be picking up useful tips and making new associations. And that's it for November. If you know your rising sign, listen to that too. It'll throw another light on what I've said here. And I'll see you the next time.